Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be going over the new mobile features that dropped on the 28th of February. Now, it's not coming to iOS for a long time, and I do have an iPhone, so I did the only sensible thing and decided to buy myself a brand new S22 Ultra just to play RuneScape. Some people will say I've got an addiction, and those people would be bang on. But anyway, let's jump straight into the video. Now, this is something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. It's basically adding a lot of RuneLite features to mobile, and as a heavy OSRS mobile user, this is going to help me out massively. We're going to have a little look at all of the new features. You can find all of these in the settings, so if you just go on all settings, you can find them there. So starting from the top, we have highlight entities on top. Now this is if you sort of long click in on a selection of things, it will actually highlight in game what you are about to interact with, which is pretty cool in some aspects. Now you also have highlight current tile. Now this is a sort of hard one to explain, but basically your character is actually behind where he's running to, so your character is actually a few tiles ahead of where the 3D sort of model is. Now, having this on is very handy for things like Vorkath, where you need to keep moving and you can't stop. So yeah, it's quite nice. You also have highlight destination tile, which is something that I use on RuneLite, and it's very nice to know exactly where you're running to and making sure you are running to the correct tile, which is pretty cool. You have agility helpers, obstacles. You can actually highlight the obstacles, which is awesome. And then you have ore respawn timers, wood cutting respawn timer. So once obviously the ore depletes, it will then have a little timer and tell you when it comes back. And you can actually change this to have it when you have the right equipment wielded, or you can have it on at all times, which is very nice little setting you can change. Bird nest notifications, obviously it's just going to notify you when you've got a bird's nest. Fishing spot indicators. Now this actually shows you what fish you can get from each of the pools, which is really good, especially when you're trying to AFK fish on mobile, which is awesome. Slayer helper, it's going to be very good when you're on your Slayer task. It tells you how many you got left to kill and stuff. Data orbs, that's quite cool because it shows you the health respawn timer and also the respawn of your attack energy. Again, things we haven't had, which is awesome. Health boss overlays, very cool. And Chambers of Xeric helper, so we can now finally start scouting raids on mobile, which once again is something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all the activities. Audio hasn't changed much, chat hasn't changed much, and controls haven't changed much. Now when it comes to display, there has been some big changes. The main one being the view distance. As you can see, I'll zoom right out now, I've got it right down at the moment. But when I turn it right up, it drastically changes, especially this way where it's actually loaded. So if I turn it down again, you can see the difference is massive. And this is going to help out massively. Now on interfaces, there's also some other changes. You can now enable minimap zoom, so you can zoom in and zoom out on your minimap, which is pretty cool. You can also show your attack styles. Along with this, you can now show all of your buffs and all of your like potion durations, which is going to be very handy, especially if you're doing a lot of bossing and you want to know how long you've got on your anti-fire potion or your anti-venom. You can now actually see this on screen, which is awesome. And along with this, you can now look at the XP tracker, which I'm going to load up on the screen now, so you can track all of your XP rates and how long you've got left until your next level up. But yeah, let's have a little look more in depth at some of these features. So for our first look, we're going to be looking at the agility helper, and as you can see, a nice big green box shows you exactly where you need to click. Now, agility is something that's extremely easy to do on mobile, but getting those boxes can be awkward, and this makes it 10 times more easier. And as you can see, there's also a little counter in the top left corner that tells you how many laps you've got to go until your next level, or how many laps you're doing per hour, and also the total laps completed, which again, these are all little features that are just going to improve the gameplay overall and make this skill a lot more easier to do on mobile. And along with this, you can always use the XP tracker and see how much XP you're getting per hour. I'm on leagues at the moment, so it's going to be boosted a little bit. But it's just, again, a very nice thing to see sort of how far you are through the level and what sort of XP rates you're getting. It's definitely little things that help on the grind, things that I've definitely been missing out on mobile. Another awesome thing is the Chambers of Xeric helper, and as you can see at the top of the screen, it tells you exactly what the raid layout is. And for things like scouting raids, I mean, this is amazing. Solo raids, I am highly limited to the actual layouts I can do, and now being able to actually see them on mobile is a massive help. The fishing indicator helpers, again, something that is much needed. It actually shows you what fish is in what one, which is something that is very handy, that you don't have to long click anymore. You can just quite clearly, easily see where the fish are and which fish you're going to be getting. So yeah, very nice little feature there. You can also see the green highlighted agility shortcut in the background. Green obviously meaning I can do it. And again, just another nice little feature to be able to see that. So we're going to have a little look at the Slayer helper now. My current Slayer task is Hellhounds. And we're also going to have a little look at the entity indicator. So that is where when you click on something, it's showing you what you're interacting with like that. So it kind of just highlights it big when I do it again there. And yeah, the Slayer helper is pretty cool as well. Top left corner shows you what your task is, how many you've got to kill, your current streak. Also, if you're doing it through Konar, it will tell you the location as well. So all very nice, handy little things to help you on your Slayer journey. Now it's time to have a little look at the ore respawn timers. As you can see, once I have mined the RuneLite ore, you get a little yellow circle, and this is going to sort of show as a timer, as it's regenning. Probably going to do this adamant ore because it's going to regen a little bit faster. But as you can see, it sort of goes a lighter yellow colour as it's going round in a sort of clock fashion. When that gets all the way around, the ore will come back. It's exactly the same with the woodcutting, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. But yeah, very cool little feature, especially on those long mining grinds. So we are going to do a little bit of PVM now. Going to go in for a cheeky Vorkath kill. I think this is going to be a good way to show out some of the other features. So we're going to be showing the buff bars, the sort of how long you've got on your extended anti-fires. Also going to be trying out the highlight current tile. So this is going to be a good indication of showing you like how you're moving further ahead than your character actually is. And this is going to be very helpful for Vorkath's acid spit phase, which is pretty cool. But if we drink our extended anti-fire, as you can see, you get a nice little timer now showing you how long you have left on that. Same with the ranging potions. And yeah, I'll jump in when I get to the acid phase and I can show you the moving tile thing. So we just dodged that fireball, and as you can see, it's now the acid phase. So as you can see, the destination tile thing is quite cool because you can see where you're going, and if you can just about see the yellow tile, that's actually showing you where your character really is, which is definitely quite handy for things like Vorkath. You can see where you are and that you're not going to stand still and take one of those big hits. So yeah, it's quite nice, and I'll probably jump back now when I finish this kill, hopefully with a nice reward. And there we go, another thing to show you. Drinking the anti-venom shows you how long you have left on that. So this is all going to be nice little features for doing PVM, making it that much more easier on mobile. And that should be the last hit. There we go, beautiful stuff. One Vorkath dead. Are we going to get ourselves a Visage? Nope, unfortunately not, but yeah, still a lot easier on mobile with the tiles. That has definitely helped out quite a bit. I mean, I've done a lot of Vorkath on mobile, but that is, yeah, quite a nice little feature to help out. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the first batch of features that have come to OSRS Mobile. As I said before, it's not on iOS yet. I know they're looking at starting a beta soon, so keep your eyes open for that. But if you have got an Android, the open beta is ready for you to get involved with. The features are definitely a massive plus and something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. There's a few things missing still though. I'd love to actually be able to specifically mark tiles for raids and stuff. That would be cool. And I'd also love to see ground items, especially with things like Slayer and killing high PVM monsters. You get that high value item, it shows up a different colour, easy, clear on screen, rather than having to hold and long click just to be able to see what's on the ground. That would be also very nice. But yeah, it's a very good start, looking very promising. The features are pretty good, definitely going to help me out on mobile. If there's anything you'd like to see, leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you've got to say about it. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It helps the channel out massively. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.